A former teammate of LeBron James is speaking out, and his take on the future of the Los Angeles Lakers might surprise you. After what many considered a successful regular season, finishing with a 50-32 record and securing the number 3 seed in the Western Conference, the Lakers' playoff run ended with a disappointing thud. They were quickly eliminated by the Minnesota Timberwolves in just 5 games. No deep run. No drama. Just a fast exit. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Now, the conversation has shifted to what comes next. Can LeBron James and the new-look Lakers still contend for a title? Or has time finally caught up with the king? Danny Green, who won a championship with the Lakers in the 2020 bubble season, shared his thoughts in a recent appearance on the popular podcast All the Smoke, hosted by former NBA players Stephen Jackson and Matt Barnes. And let's just say, he was brutally honest. Green reflected on what it's like to play alongside LeBron and gave his candid opinion on the superstar duo of James and Luka Dončić, who are now leading the Lakers together. "I think they're explosive offensively," Green admitted. "But I think they lack a lot defensively. I don't know how many years LeBron has left. It's just really hard to win a championship when your best player is 40 years old. He can still average 30, maybe high 20s, but I just don't see them winning a championship with that formula right now." It's a harsh reality, but one that many Lakers fans may secretly fear. Yes, LeBron continues to defy Father Time, posting elite stats year after year. But Green is pointing out what might be the elephant in the room. Leadership by a 40-year-old superstar, in a league dominated by younger, more athletic cores, might not be enough. And here's another angle that makes Green's comments even more interesting. He's not just some outside observer. He shared the floor with LeBron. He experienced the intensity of James' leadership and the attention to detail that separates him from most players in NBA history. "He knows everybody," Green said. "He knows where they shoot best, where their sweet spots are. Like, he shoots 48% from the right wing, this is his corner, and things like that. He puts you in position to succeed, and then he finds you there. He knows the double team is coming, and if it doesn't, he's going to score. He just makes the game easy." That kind of basketball IQ is rare. And it's part of why LeBron is still considered one of the smartest players in the league. But is that enough to carry a team deep into the playoffs when your legs aren't quite what they used to be? Danny Green doesn't think so. And to be fair, the current Lakers roster has gone through major changes. After Green left the team in the 2020 offseason, traded in a deal that brought in Dennis Schroeder, the team never quite returned to its championship form. Even though Anthony Davis briefly took over as the franchise's most dominant player, his inconsistency and injuries made it difficult for the team to build around him. Eventually, Davis was traded in a blockbuster move that brought Luka Dončić to Los Angeles, a young, elite scorer with incredible playmaking ability and the swagger of a future MVP. Dončić instantly became the face of the franchise, but even with his arrival, the Lakers' problems haven't disappeared. According to Green, what this team needs most right now isn't more scoring, it's structure, defense, and depth. The current dynamic duo of LeBron and Luka Dončić is exciting on paper. Offensively, it's fireworks. But defensively, that's where the cracks begin to show. The team lacks a true defensive anchor in the paint and has limited wing defense to slow down elite scorers in the West. And let's face it, the Western Conference is stacked. Green's assessment suggests that no matter how many points the Lakers score, their inability to stop opponents, combined with the age factor, could keep them from raising another banner anytime soon. Still, despite his concerns about the team's future, Green had nothing but respect for LeBron as a teammate. "It's a gift and a curse playing with someone like LeBron," Green said. "Because he makes the game so much easier, but the expectations are so high. He knows every detail, every tendency. And that pushes you to be better. You can't slack off when you're playing with him." Green first met LeBron when he was drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2009 as the 46th overall pick out of the University of North Carolina. He played with LeBron briefly as a rookie before being waived and eventually finding his rhythm with the San Antonio Spurs. With the Spurs, Green became one of the league's best 3-and-D players, winning a championship in 2014 and appearing in back-to-back NBA Finals. After that, he was traded to the Toronto Raptors along with Kawhi Leonard in 2018, where he claimed his second title. Then, in 2019, he signed with the Lakers, and in 2020, won his third and final championship, this time alongside LeBron James. Reflecting on that journey, Green said, "Playing against him was always a challenge. But playing with him, and winning a title with him, even if it was in the bubble, that was something special. I couldn't ask for a better situation." Green's career is a testament to the power of role players who understand their job, know their role, and embrace winning basketball. And when someone like that speaks up about the state of the Lakers, and LeBron's future, it carries weight. So, what does this mean for the Lakers moving forward? It means time is ticking. The championship window might not be slammed shut, but it's definitely creaking. The pairing of LeBron James and Luka Dončić could still lead to something magical, but only if the Lakers address their defensive gaps, find the right role players, and give these two stars the support they need. Because, as Danny Green made clear, even the greatest need help to win it all. Let's take a closer look at one of the best bargains in the NBA right now, and why that might not be enough to keep him in Los Angeles for much longer. Austin Reeves. He's not flashy. He's not the biggest name on the Lakers roster. But when you look at his production compared to his contract, he's delivering superstar value at a fraction of the cost. Reeves is just 27 years old. He's 6'5", a reliable combo guard. And he's under contract for next season at just $13.9 million, with a $14.9 million player option the year after. That's peanuts for a player averaging over 20 points per game, nearly 6 assists, and over 4 rebounds. All while shooting 46% from the field, 38% from deep, and almost 88% from the free throw line. In any other situation, he'd be considered a franchise cornerstone. But this is the Lakers we're talking about. A team defined by superstars, championships, and high expectations every single year. And with LeBron James still defying father time at 40 years old, and Luka Dončić now carrying the torch as the franchise's offensive engine, the question isn't whether Reeves is a good player, it's whether he's the right player for this version of the Lakers. All three, LeBron, Luka, and Reeves, are gifted scorers. Excellent playmakers. High basketball IQ. But here's the issue that keeps coming up. None of them are known for defense. LeBron used to be a defensive monster in his prime. And yes, he can still turn it on in the playoffs for a few key possessions. But on a nightly basis? At age 40? That's a big ask. Luka Dončić. Incredible offensively. Vision, handles, shot-making, he has it all. But defense has never been his calling card. And Reeves? Solid effort, but let's be honest, he's not locking down elite wings anytime soon. And that defensive imbalance might be what holds this team back from real title contention. Enter NFL legend Shannon Sharpe. On a recent episode of his Nightcap podcast with Chad Johnson, Sharpe didn't hold back. He called it like he saw it, and what he said shook some Lakers fans to the core. The Lakers can only pay him, Reeves, so much. You're gonna go somewhere and get a big payday anyway, Sharpe said. You ain't trying to stay with the Lakers when you get $200 million, and they can't give you that. He has improved every single year. He's a hell of a player. Sounds great, right? Well, then came the twist. But those three guys are not gonna win anything, Sharpe added. Now, I'm not saying you gotta package him, but they need a big. He's the only valuable piece they have. Let that sink in for a moment. Shannon Sharpe, one of the greatest tight ends to ever play the game, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, is saying flat out that the Lakers, with LeBron, Luka, and Reeves, aren't winning anything unless serious changes are made. And he might have a point. The Lakers, as currently constructed, lack size and rim protection. They don't have a true traditional big man who can anchor the defense, clean the glass, and challenge shots at the rim. And in today's NBA, where elite centers like Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid dominate the paint, not having that piece is a fatal flaw. So what does that mean for Reeves? He's become the Lakers' most tradable asset. Young. Productive. On a team-friendly contract. And because of that, he's become the name most often mentioned in trade rumors. That doesn't mean LA wants to trade him. But they might have to, if the goal is to build a team that can actually contend in the Western Conference. Here's the reality. The Lakers are in win-now mode. LeBron doesn't have many years left. Luka Dončić is in his prime. The window is small. And every move matters. Keeping Reeves means betting that this trio can overcome their defensive limitations and simply outscore opponents. Trading him means taking a step back offensively, but maybe gaining the size and defense needed to survive a 7-game series against the league's best. So where does that leave us? Austin Reeves is in a strange position. Beloved by fans. Trusted by coaches. And yet, he may be the first domino to fall if the Lakers decide to reshuffle the deck. His growth has been impressive. His production undeniable. But in a league where fit matters just as much as talent, maybe even more, being great isn't always enough. And if Shannon Sharpe is right, the Lakers front office will have some very tough decisions to make in the months ahead. So what do you think? Should the Lakers hold on to Austin Reeves and try to make it work? Or is now the time to sell high and build a better balanced roster around Lebron and Dončić? Let us know in the comments. Hit that like button if you want more updates on the Lakers' future, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest NBA news, rumors, and breakdowns, right here. Just when it seemed like the offseason would be quiet, a massive opportunity has shaken up the NBA rumor mill, and the Los Angeles Lakers are suddenly in position to make a move that could redefine their future. A surprising development out of Cleveland has put All-Star center Jarrett Allen on the trade market. And if the Lakers move quickly, this could be the blockbuster they've been waiting for. Let's rewind for a second. The Cleveland Cavaliers were one of the best teams in the NBA this past season. They won 64 games, dominated the Eastern Conference, and looked like a legit title contender. But when the lights were brightest, they collapsed. In the second round of the 2025 NBA playoffs, they were bounced in just 5 games by the Indiana Pacers. A stunning and disappointing end to a season filled with expectations. That failure has triggered internal conversations in Cleveland, conversations about change. According to respected insider Chris Fedor, speaking on the Wine and Gold Talk podcast, the Cavaliers are now more willing to entertain trade offers for Jarrett Allen and Darius Garland than ever before. While Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley remain the clear cornerstones of the franchise, Allen and Garland are no longer considered untouchable. Here's what Fedor had to say. I have been getting the sense that the Cavs would be more willing to entertain and at least consider possibilities for Jarrett Allen and Darius Garland than they have in the past. Now, that all comes down to, it's got to be the right deal. It's got to be the right pieces coming back that the Cavs believe would be a step forward, as opposed to just a lateral move or a step back. That quote speaks volumes. And for a Lakers team desperate to return to championship contention, this could be the moment to strike. Now, who is Jarrett Allen, really? If you've only watched a few Cavs games, you might see him as just a solid big man. But those who followed his career closely know, Allen is one of the most consistent, impactful centers in the entire league. He was an all-star in the 2021-22 season, and even though the spotlight has often shifted to Evan Mobley, Allen has quietly remained elite. In 2024-25, Allen averaged 13.5 points, 9.7 rebounds, 2.6 offensive boards, 1.9 assists, nearly a block, and nearly a steal per game. All that in just 28 minutes a night. When adjusted per 36 minutes, his numbers ballooned to 17.3 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists, a clear sign of how efficient and productive he is when on the floor. And let's talk defense. In the paint, Allen is a fortress. Opponents shot 7.1% worse within 6 feet of the rim when he was the primary defender. That's elite rim protection. But he's not just a shot blocker, he's mobile enough to switch out, and even on jump shots taken 15 feet or more from the basket, opponents shot 3.7% worse when guarded by Allen. He's long, athletic, and smart. Plus, his contract is extremely appealing. Allen is owed just $20 million for the 2025-26 season, well below market value for a center of his caliber. Then, a new 3-year extension worth $90.7 million kicks in. It's a deal that gives any acquiring team cost certainty and flexibility. For the Lakers, this opportunity is especially intriguing because Allen is exactly the type of center Dončić, assuming the Lakers manage to land him in the near future, thrives with. Think about it, Dončić works best with rim runners who can set screens, dive to the basket, and catch lobs. Allen is tailor-made for that role. And he doesn't need touches to be effective. He brings value through rebounding, defense, hustle, and presence. So, what's the catch? Well, it might cost the Lakers something big. Specifically, Austin Reeves. Reeves has become a fan favorite in LA, a do-it-all guard who plays with heart, skill, and swagger. But according to multiple reports, Lakers GM Rob Pelinka is now open to trading Reeves, but only for a top-tier big. Jarrett Allen absolutely fits that definition. And there's more to consider. Both Reeves and Allen are 27 years old. So it's not a case of trading youth for experience. It's a swap of two players entering their prime. One who's a budding star guard, and another who's already a proven all-star center. This could be a rare win-win. For Cleveland, Reeves would give them another dynamic playmaker next to Donovan Mitchell. For the Lakers, Allen would bring the paint presence and defensive anchor they've been missing since the prime days of Anthony Davis. Now, to be clear, no trade is imminent. Talks haven't progressed to a final stage, and Cleveland hasn't officially put Allen on the block. But insiders close to the situation believe there's real momentum building behind the scenes. And if the Lakers decide to go all in, they could come out of this offseason with a completely different identity.